do you look at the film now and are like, oh, I'm so much more mature now, like a few years later?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. As I'm playing with my toys and watching my movie in the bathtub and my little boats and my duckies. Yeah. No. Yes. And it's such a strange thing because I mean, I do feel like I've grown from that, but and it's also hard to just remember what was actually. I can't believe that I got onto an airplane and that's a long flight from Los Angeles to go to Paris. I mean, that's, I think it's like 10 or 11 hours. And I just sat on that plane. But the craziest part, not to give away too much of the movie, is that I then sat on the plane on the way home by myself after she sent me home. And I knew that she had met a guy, and I knew that I sat on that plane. Like, I just can't believe I really did it. But I think it was at a certain point I didn't know, this is starting to seem like a romantic comedy. And, like, are my decisions being informed by what I've seen in the movies? Like, because, that's what you do. You get on a plane and you say, knock, knock, knock. Like, I made a lot of mistakes. But in this case, I said that, and she was like, yeah, and you just made one coming here, you moron. And so I don't know. Like, I don't know what was driving me, but it was sort of that you're in that, like, fog of war, and it doesn't seem real. I think that's another thing, too, when you're that age, is your decisions don't seem, even though they're affecting lots of people, like, real life is you're sort of looking at it almost like from a third person, like, look at you down there. Like, you could get married to this girl. You might fuck it up, and then you'll lose her. Like, that's going to be painful. Well, you'll have to express that somehow in something else, and you'll find another girl. But then you're like, wait, this is my life. No, this is real. So it was a confusing time.